Imagine being royalty with wings and then having your wings cut off so that you can't fly away. Imagine spending your ingredients, skills, time, and efforts on cooking your own food only to have it stolen away from you. Won't it make you angry? That's exactly the reality of how humans treat bees for their honey and to make money, using torture and tricks. In a hive, when a new queen bee is born, the old queen and some of the worker bees leave their old colony to create a new one. This is called swarming. But leaving the hive with less bees would mean less honey production and therefore less profit. So, in the honey industry, the beekeepers cut her wings to prevent her from flying away. Then, carbon dioxide is used to gas her to keep her quiet for the process of insemination, which is done by injecting her with the semen, which is squeezed out after crushing the bodies of the drones. In the natural world, the queen lays approximately 250,000 eggs per year, and the worker bees spend their time flying over flower to flower to collect nectar, all while helping in plant productions, because bees are pollinators, helping more flowers to grow, and that makes them truly our friends. The bees take up the nectar and store it in their stomachs, which contains enzymes that break down the nectar into sugars. In the hive, the bees regurgitate the nectar and pass this nectar from mouth to mouth to reduce its water content before depositing it in the honeycomb. So basically, honey is bees' vomit. Would you consume your friend's vomit? The worker bees spend their time and effort to forage nectar, build the comb, taking care of their queen, and also keeping her warm during winters, and guarding the hive and protecting their honey, which is their food, made with their hard work. To make just 500 grams of honey, the bees have to visit about 2 million flowers. That's a lot of flowers and hard work for just a jar of honey. So bees do have many reasons to get mad when the humans steal their honey. After all, honey is bees' food, and they will make enough for all the bees to feed on during winter or when the flowers are not in bloom. We often hear that bees make honey in excess, but that extra honey is for them to survive on, which makes it safe to say that honey is for them, the bees, and not for human consumption. So exactly how is honey stolen by humans? Nature created bees, who created these beautiful beehives, and humans, again, found ways to destroy them. The bee smokers or hive hunters smoke the hives, tricking the bees into thinking that there's a fire. In response, the bees fill themselves up with as much honey as they can, making it hard for them to sting with their full stomachs. When the bees are dispersed, the beekeeper removes the comb and collects the honey. Unfortunately, I've seen this myself. In some places, the beekeepers steal the honey and replace it with artificial substitutes, such as sugar syrup or high fructose corn syrup, which lack the necessary nutrients needed for the bees to survive, which again showed that the honey they make is indeed their food. In other places, the whole hive is heavily smoked, burning the bees in the process, and then cutting down the hive without mercy. The cut down honeycombs, along with the dead bees, are passed through a cloth to squeeze out the honey, often in unhygienic conditions. Because the honey industry wants to profit, they don't care about the bees, and definitely not about your health. Because even for the hive hunters, dealing with flame and the risk of bee sting is dangerous. It has also been noted that honey becomes contaminated with the spores of Clostridium botulinum, which can cause infantile botulism if given to babies under 1 year old. When honey is taken by humans, it becomes stolen food, a symbol of theft and manipulation. And that doesn't sound sweet at all. Honeybees make honey because they need it to survive, while humans can survive without honey, especially in a world where other sweeteners such as date syrup, agave syrup, maple syrup, molasses, and even bee-free honey exists to satisfy the sweet tooth. Many of us, including myself, have consumed honey without knowing the cruelty behind it. So to gain forgiveness and to thank them, I have decided to plant more flowers for them and stopped consuming honey. Because if I don't ask for honey, then the demand for honey will decrease until the bees are never ever exploited. I have even made vegan honey using freshly squeezed apple juice. So to save the bees, we can do the following things. Avoid consumption of honey, avoid buying items containing honey and beeswax, and plant more flowers. Thank you for watching. Have a sweet day.